Hello viewers, welcome to English for my world. Well, we meet people and we also take leave from people. So when we meet, we greet people, and when we take leave, we try to take leave politely and courteously. Today's topic is what phrases and expressions are used while meeting people and what phrases and expressions are used while taking leave from those whom you meet. Well, there are activities known as ice-breaking activities. Usually students learn these activities. The reason for we call them as icebreakers are they break the silence so that people can converse and interact in a more relaxed manner. It gives them the breathing space, and most importantly, it makes them mix easily with others or gel well with others. Okay. So, what are those icebreakers? So, I would name this program as icebreakers or ice-breaking phrases and expressions. We also call them in English language teaching as target language expressions, TLEs. While when we meet people for the first time, we say, how do you do? Or how are you? The correct expression when you meet someone for the first time is not how are you, it is how do you do? And the response for that expression is not I'm fine, thank you, how are you? The response for that expression is how do you do? So this is exchanging pleasantries when you meet someone for the first time. Okay. What else do we say when we meet people or when we greet people? We say, wow, what a great surprise. What a big surprise. We also say, what an unbelievable surprise. Wonderful to see you, brother. How are you? Good to see you. Glad to meet you. Nice to meet you. How are you? What's up? What's happening? These are the phrases that we use when we meet people. We also say, long time no see, long time no hear. Well, this expression, in fact, we discussed in our previous programs too. When we say, long time no see, long time no hear, we say that I haven't seen you, brother, for a long time, and I haven't heard from you for a long time, maybe over phone. So this is a new expression that you learn in this program. Long time no see, long time no hear. We also say, what a wonderful surprise, what a beautiful surprise. Well, I have also written it on the board. What a lovely surprise. What a lovely surprise. I have written, what a pleasant surprise. What a pleasant surprise. And we can also say, what a big surprise. You are actually honoring the person by using these expressions. By using these expressions. And you are expressing that you have been looking forward to see that person. You are so happy to meet that person, to see the person. Okay. Now, the other question in this modern world is WhatsApp. Well, the application that is WhatsApp has come up, or it has originated from the expression what is happening. What is happening? What is the latest news? So that's where we have used the expression WhatsApp or what is happening. People also ask, all well? Is everything fine? Is everybody fine at home? How is your father? How is your mother? How are your children? Is everybody fine Is everybody doing well? So this is how we exchange pleasantries. At times, people feel nervous to use these expressions while meeting people or while talking to people. The reason is they do not use these expressions regularly or usually, generally in their day-to-day life. They use English very rarely. That's the reason they find it difficult to, use those expressions in that particular context. Because they are not used to these expressions or phrases usually, generally, regularly. So it takes some time for them. They also feel a bit nervous. They also feel a bit, panicky to talk to people. And if the person is a native speaker, the nervousness is much more. Because the native speaker's pronunciation is very standard and neutral, and what we have in our mind is, my God, this man is a native speaker, so his English must be very, very good. And I am a Telugu speaker, I am a Tamil speaker, I am a Hindi speaker. So I don't know how I talk to him because I am meeting him for the first time, such a big man. So you need not think about such anxious expressions or anxious moments. By the word anxious moments, what I mean to say is worried moments. Worried moments. Or, you are a bit nervous to meet people who speak English language fluently, accurately, properly, easily, pleasantly, and beautifully. So, not at all, not at all. So, what am I trying to say here is, when we use these expressions of greeting regularly, usually, generally, daily, we will not feel such nervousness because we are used to such pronunciation, we are used to such words and expressions, we are used to such pleasantries. By the word pleasantries, P-L-E-A-S-A-N-T-R-I-E-S, pleasantries. Meaning, when you meet people, you exchange pleasantries. You ask them, how are you, how do you do, what's happening, what's up, what a lovely surprise, wonderful to see you brother, nice to meet you, glad to meet you. And the opposite person also responds to you in a similar manner, in the same tone and tenor. Right, wonderful. Now, while these are used to greet people, wish people when you meet them, there are also certain expressions that are used while taking leave from people. You take leave from them, you use these kinds of expressions. And these expressions are, you say, I wish I could have stayed longer, but I'm sorry, I have to leave now. I wish I could have continued this conversation, but please pardon me, please apologize me, I have to rush now, I have to run now, because there is somebody who is waiting for me downstairs. There is somebody who is waiting for me in the reception. Please, apologize me. I'm sorry for this, but I'll catch up later. I'll come back to you later. Give me some time. Then the other person would respond to you by saying, please come over. I think we should spend some time by conversing, by discussing what's happening, by interacting, by communicating what's happening. It has been a long time that we, spend some time together, that we, spend some time exchanging our pleasantries. So please do not forget, please do come over, please do come over, please do come back. So these are the responses for taking leave. You say, nice to meet you, but I'm sorry, I have to leave now. It was wonderful talking to you. It was wonderful meeting you. It was an honor meeting you. It was a privilege talking to you. But I'm sorry, I have to take leave now. I'll come back to you. I'll catch up later. I'll come over. I'll come over. So I've also written that expression for your easy understanding on the board. What I have written is, I hope you will excuse me. I wish I could have stayed longer. I hope you will excuse me. I wish I could have stayed longer. Stayed longer meaning stayed longer in that conversation. Stayed longer in that, piece of communication. Wonderful. Great. So, we have seen some of the expressions for greeting and responding to those greetings. We have also seen some of the expressions for taking leave, departure, while departure, the expressions that are used. And let us also see what expressions are used while introducing oneself or introducing others. Well, even in interviews, in most of my sessions, I have repeated this question several times. I say self-introduction is the toughest question in most of the job interviews. What to introduce there, people are actually puzzled, baffled, confused, troubled, okay, tensed. So what phrases to be used while introducing oneself is a million-dollar question. Well, you say, I am so-and-so. People also use this is. Well, this is not a standard expression. That's a substandard expression, rather incorrect expression. Some of the TV anchors use this expression, this is, but when you introduce yourself, I am is much, much better. I am Suresh Kumar. I am Sanjay Kumar. My name is Sanjay Kumar or my name is Suresh Kumar is more of, school goers English or, school children kind of English. Let us also avoid that. Let us say I am. That I represents also your self-confidence, self-esteem. Okay. Now, you can also say I come from. I am from this place. I hail from, to highlight your nativity or your native place. Of course, you talk about your, briefly about your family, my father, mother, and how many of you are there in the family. And you also talk about your hobbies. Common hobbies that are spoken during self-introduction are playing caroms, watching TV, playing chess, playing cricket, reading books. I repeat, playing caroms, playing chess, watching TV, reading books, playing cricket. Though you have other hobbies, you usually don't mention those hobbies there because these hobbies are safer hobbies to express while introducing yourself. It can be in an interview or it can be while talking to strangers or your friends, colleagues, neighbors, relatives, whoever they are. In office, at home, wherever it is. Okay, fine. Now, you can also use one beautiful expression here. I am going to introduce that expression for you today. And that expression is, I am looking forward to working with you. I am looking forward to spending time with you. I am looking forward to working in your team. This highlights, this showcases your enthusiasm, your zeal, your curiosity, eagerness in working with the team, in working in that project, in that office. I am looking forward to working with you. I am looking forward to working with your team. Right? I hope you will remember these expressions and phrases while using language in your day-to-day communication. Okay. Now, if these are some of the expressions that are used while introducing yourself, there are also some of the expressions that are used while introducing others. For instance, it can be a friend, or it can be a relative, it can be a colleague, it can be a neighbor. What expressions are used in such contexts, such situations or references? Well, we say, I don't think you have met Mr. Suresh. 1. 2. Have you met Mr. Suresh? 3. May I introduce Mr. Suresh to you? Well, 4. Let me introduce Mr. Suresh and family to you. You can also say, it gives me great pleasure. It gives me immense pleasure. It gives me great pleasure to introduce Honorable Sir and Honorable Madam. Respected Sir, respected Madam. When you feel like the person is a very important person and he deserves high respect while introduction, during introduction, you use these kinds of expressions, these kinds of phrases. Well, viewers, we have seen so many things today. 1, what are the phrases that are used while greeting people and responding to people? 2, what phrases are used while taking leave from others? nice to see you, bye, see you later, meet you later, I'll catch up later, I'll come over, please pardon me, I wish I could have stayed longer. While these are departure phrases, are phrases that are used while taking leave, we have seen some expressions for self-introduction as well as introducing others. Now, I am also introducing the expressions that are used while greeting people on different occasions, several occasions. Well, birthdays, wedding anniversaries, festivals, prayer meetings, special occasions. These are part and parcel of our daily life. So every day, especially in these days of WhatsApp software that we use on our smartphones, we do greet people regularly. We do wish people usually, generally. So what are the best phrases and expressions that can be used for birthdays, for wedding anniversaries, for some achievement in promotion, or for some achievement in the office, in the project, or for some honor that the person has received? Well, if it is birthday, the standard expression that can be used is many, many happy returns of the day. Many, many happy returns of the day. I wish you celebrate many more birthdays. Enjoy your day. Have a blast. Have a blast. Well, I would like to say one thing. There are some of the birthdays that are celebrated on public holidays. So, what a joy it is when you celebrate your birthday on a public holiday. When everybody is at home, you celebrate, you will have a great time, celebrating your birthday with your near and dear ones, with your loved ones, with your beloved family members or neighbors or colleagues or whoever they are. Now, wedding anniversaries. Wedding anniversaries, you say, I wish you a very happy, healthy and successful wedding anniversary. And yes, we also greet people during the times of promotions, office, colleagues. I congratulate you on being promoted as the chief manager of your organization. So, congratulate is a verb that is followed by the preposition on. Congratulate on being promoted. I congratulate you on being elevated to the position of the chief manager. On being elevated to the position of the chief manager. Well, this expression can also be used on WhatsApp, SMS, emails, of course also in spoken English, because this is completely formal, standard, official, and it is acceptable because the context is a very formal context and the person deserves such congratulations, such greetings on that happy occasion, on that happy event. Right. Now, are these the only expressions that we use, or are there any that we also use? Well, most importantly, New Year, Christmas and other festivals such as Sankranti, Ramzan, people greet each other. People exchange pleasantries. The best way to greet on the occasion of a festival, on account of a festival, is I wish you a happy and rejoicing, a happy and prosperous New Year. Of course, this is what we see in greeting cards too. I wish you a very happy, depending on the context. You see, each festival is celebrated in a separate occasion, in a different occasion. For instance, Sankranti is celebrated to talk about the harvest. So, Sankranti is more of a harvest festival. So, you use words such as prosperity. I wish you a prosperous, happy, enriching, rejoicing Sankranti, rejoicing Sankranti. When it comes to, say for example, Christmas, Xmas, Christmas is a standard word rather than Xmas, Christmas. We say, I wish you a happy and rejoicing Christmas. I wish you a happy and a blessed Christmas. Blessed Christmas. People also say Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Well, merry, happy, joyous, these are all synonyms that are used. Now, if these are the greetings that are used during the festival occasions, what are the responses to these greetings? What are the responses to these greetings? We usually observe people saying, wish you the same. For example, Happy New Year is an occasion for everybody, universal occasion, an occasion that is celebrated by everybody in the world, in this universe. Now, the response to such Happy New Year greetings is, we can say, you too. I wish you too a very happy New Year. Whereas we observe people saying the usual response for this greeting is same to you or I wish you the same. Instead of using same to you or I wish you the same, you better say another standard expression, another acceptable expression, that is I wish you too or you too is what people use. It sounds as if it is YouTube. It is you too, you too. Meaning, I wish you too a very prosperous New Year. I wish you too a happy Christmas. Well, these are the expressions. Now, another common greeting that we usually use in our day-to-day life is when you meet people, for example, at about 9 o'clock in the night or 8 o'clock in the night. What do we say? Do we say good night, sir, or do we say good evening, sir? Well, we have to say good evening, sir. When you meet, when you take leave, you say good night, good night. So expressions are very, very important. And at times people use faulty, incorrect expressions. And let us not use the same stereotypic expressions or the same routine kinds of expressions. Let us use new expressions that are standard, that are grammatically correct, that are socially acceptable, that are cheerful, that are more happy and pleasant to listen to or to read. Well, have a blast is something to cheer the other person. When you say cheer up, today is your birthday, have a blast, enjoy your day. These expressions are to be studied, they are to be practiced, and they are to be used confidently and successfully in our day-to-day life. Well, viewers, these are all the expressions that we use in our day-to-day life. Now, do we have anything to learn in these phrases and expressions? Or is there anything else that we need to cover in these phrases and expressions? When can we meet again? When can we meet again? Are you coming over? Can I go with you? So these are the other phrases and expressions that we use in our day-to-day life. Viewers, let me sum up whatever we have studied today, beginning with greeting when you meet somebody for the first time, to responding to greetings, and self-introduction, introducing others. Now, after saying these things, what we should not forget is another most important thing. When someone passes away, what expression do we use? When someone passes away, what expression do we use? Well, the expression that can be used here is irreparable loss, irreplaceable loss. The loss cannot be, the void cannot be filled. It's an irreparable loss. It's an irreplaceable loss. My deepest condolences to the family members. I express my deepest condolences. People fall short of words while sending WhatsApp messages when someone passes away, while sending SMS messages. Because nowadays we chat more on WhatsApp and SMS because that is faster, cheaper, and easier to express your concern, care, feelings, emotions to the other people. So yes, also remember these phrases that are used when someone passes away. What a great loss. I can understand your pain. Take heart. Do not lose your heart. Take heart. We are with you. Our prayers are with you. Cheer up, brother. Do not lose your heart. Take heart. So viewers, remember these phrases too, in addition to greetings, responding to greetings, and yes, introducing yourself, introducing others, birthday greetings, wedding anniversaries, promotions, and most importantly, when someone passes away. We say our beloved brother passed away. We say our beloved brother, our beloved sister passed away. Well, Christians also use the word, his soul rests in peace. His soul rests in peace. He has been promoted. Right? So these are the phrases and expressions. Please do remember them and practice them in your day-to-day life, and use them as much as you can, because remember, English language is use it or lose it. If you use it, you remember, and you will have that ease, comfort, and you will have that confidence. You use it only occasionally, rarely, only when the situation demands. The confidence levels are different. The memory power is also different, because you tend to forget those words. So do not give scope to forget those words. Keep them in your memory all the time. The best technique to keep it in your memory is to use it regularly, to practice it regularly, and to gain the confidence and the fluency, the accuracy that you have been looking forward to. Thank you very much for watching the program. I wish you all success. Thank you very much.